Hey guys, it's Jane. I'm back with another video, and today, or I should say earlier, I was trying to do like a video for just like a basically a gaming video, and so yeah, I was trying that, and uh, all these notifications kept popping up. I'm like, I can't do this. Well, notifications are popping up, and so I was like, okay. You know what? Just do the gaming video some other time. We'll just do a vlog. Just like kind of give like a little like update and about what has been happening and all that and all this crazy shenanigans. That's what I'm gonna call it. Anyways, so yeah, and a lot of things have been happening recently. Like a lot of things have happened recently, and um, so yeah, I don't even know how to put this, but about a while back, it was like back in July. I went on this family trip, to like go and see like some family and friends, and and while I was there, my phone, it was acting like really weird and all that, and I was like, okay, I hope nothing happens while I'm here. So as time went by, I made sure that like my phone wasn't like doing anything weird or anything, but it still did somehow. And so so on the drive back, I because like on the drive there to when I was like going to like visit like some family and all that, I kept my phone on airplane mode so I wouldn't like waste battery or anything, because I was like, okay, I don't have like a really good charger, so I hope so I'm hoping that if I put my phone on airplane mode, it'll be fine. So as so my family, we went and like just like did like the like short like a 2 week visit, and we came back, we like drove out, and I put my phone on airplane mode because I was like, still don't want to waste battery while we're on the drive. So so while we were driving out, we were like, okay, are we gonna like stop for like are we gonna stop like for like the night or something? And I was like, I really hope we stop for the night. And so we let's see. So we like we're literally driving for like almost 24 hours on a Tuesday. And you can imagine we were tired. Very, very tired. Me especially. Me, my 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 brother, who's like a little younger than me, and my dad. We were the only ones who were up. So basically, my mom and my two younger siblings were asleep, and so I was like, oh yeah, and like the whole time while I was on this trip, I was like, I should have done a video, but I don't want to waste any space. So I was like, you know what? Forget a video. I'm just gonna be here for a fun time. So so I so we were like literally driving through like the whole night. And we got home, and it's like around like, I don't know, it was like at least it was almost 5 o'clock in the morning when we got home. And that's pretty ridiculous. We were just like, we were very, very tired. It was so exhausting. The drive was so exhausting. And like, as soon as we got home, our, oh my gosh, our car stopped working. But it's still but it's fine because it's still functional and all that. But like, as soon as we go home, it like it like wouldn't start when you try to like start it up, when you like try to like, you know, turn it on. So that happened, and so we were like, okay, we gotta we gotta take it to the mechanic and get it checked and all that. And so we did, and my gosh, it took forever. So then like about like probably like a week passes or something, and so and if any of you didn't know, I go to like an evening class on Tuesdays, meaning that today is Tuesday, which I don't know. So yeah, I go to an evening class on Tuesdays every week. So I at my old phone, it was working fine that day, during the entire day. It was fine. And then I get to my evening class, and so everything's fine. I'm like listening and, you know, answering, like asking questions and all that, and then and so my teacher, he turns around to like start making notes on the whiteboard, and so I take this opportunity to like try and check something on my phone, but it wouldn't turn on. I was like, wait, hold on, what's going on? So I and like at this point I started panicking. I was panicking. I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So I tried taking out the back of the cover off, like the back cover off. I was like, great. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So I'm like repeating that question in my head. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I like have like my whole like social media on here, and I have like a lot of things that I do on my phone. I was like panicking. I was like, oh great, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my goodness. And so like all these like negative like thoughts was like started entering my head. I'm like, oh great, no. And so I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, I'll try and check it later and see if it works. So by the end of the class, I was like, okay, my brother needs me to pick him up from his martial arts class, because my brother, he's a total, he loves, you know, like anything that like does with like, you know, fighting. Like, not like he doesn't like get into fights or anything, but he likes to do like self-defense. That's his thing. It's always been his thing. And so I'm like, okay, I have to go and pick up my brother from his martial arts class. And so I'm like driving there. And I stop at a stoplight, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and check my phone again. So I try and check it. It still doesn't turn on. I'm like, what the heck? There's something definitely going on. So I get to his martial arts class, and he still isn't over, because they're usually over at like about like 9 o'clock, but he was like not even done until like almost 9:30. I was like, are you kidding me? I wasted like 15 to 20 minute, like a 15 to 20 minute drive just to wait 30 minutes for you. So I'm like there waiting, I'm listening to the radio, I'm like looking at my phone, I'm like, are you gonna turn on anytime soon? So I'm like sitting there in the car, I'm like looking at my phone, just like looking at it like as if it's gonna like turn on anytime soon. Nope. Doesn't turn on. Nothing. The only thing that I get are just notifications, which I cannot see. Yeah, it was a total nightmare. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna forget about this. Just ignore it. You know, it's not a big problem. So so I'm waiting for him. He comes out finally, and I'm like, dude, my phone is not turning on. He's like, wait, what? So I show him. I'm like, check this out. Look, my phone is not turning on. He's like, that's strange. So I was like, well, I'm like very, very upset about this. And my gosh, I was like super, super upset about it. I was like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. So I so I so we drove home, and I was like, the minute I step inside the house, I like immediately called for my parents. I was like, Mom, Dad, my phone's being weird. Because I didn't actually say that. I didn't actually do that. I like actually like tossed the phone onto the counter, like very rather like harshly, I guess. I don't know. I'm not good with words. But, and they're like, whoa, what's going on? And I'm like, my phone's not working. And I'm like, and they're like, whoa, hold on. Back up. Explain. And I'm like, my phone won't turn on. I get notifications and everything, but it just won't turn on. And they're like, well, I'm like, seriously, you're gonna like think about this? I am like in desperate need for a phone. I'm sorry. I can't help. So I'm like standing there just waiting for them to say something. And I'm like, oh, come on, just say something, please, just say something. And so they're like, okay, well, it looks like you need a new phone, but you're gonna have to like wait. I'm like, wait, what? Run that by me again? They're like, you're gonna have to wait. I was like, oh, great. I have to wait until I get a new phone, and this is driving me bonkers. Ah! So it was like about a week. Well, it was like over a week that I had waited to get this new phone. The one that I'm recording with now. See, like my old phone, it wasn't that good. It was not that good. Because the phone that I had was this. This is the Samsung Galaxy J3. This is a very crappy phone. It's very, very crappy, but it's kind of good for like starters, I guess. But it was very, very crappy. Not very good in my opinion. Not very good quality. Didn't have enough space. Just awful. So, but this one that I have now, that I'm recording with, is a Samsung S9. And it's much better than the J3. It's much better. Like, this one is much better than the J3. Because this one, it has way more space, and it's got better quality, and the sound is awesome. Holy cow! I was like, oh my gosh, the sound. So like, because like a couple of days ago, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch a movie on my phone, and so I was watching a movie. I had the volume almost all the way up. It was, holy crap! I can't even describe how awesome it was. It was like almost like as if it was like surround sound. It was so cool. I was like, holy cow! If only they made more phones like this. So I was like really excited about this. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So yeah, I was like really excited about this. And my parents, when I was like going with my dad, he's like, by the way, you're buying this phone. I'm like, oh, I'm buying my own phone. with my own money, and I was like, wow, okay. So I was like kind of taken aback by this. I was like, buying my first phone? Are you serious? You don't have to pay it for me? I was super excited about that, but I was like kind of like, are you sure about that? So yeah, it was the best thing that has ever happened. I was like, oh wow. So not only did I have to pay for it, but now I have to pay the bills for 2 years. That's fun. But the only problem is that I still don't have a job. So I have been looking all month long. Seriously, like, come on. I need a job here, and I'm in desperate need. I'm like getting low. I'm getting like low on like my money in my account, in my bank account. I'm getting low. I seriously need a job. And that's another thing that I wanted to like talk about was like I'm gonna have like YouTube is gonna be like just like a side thing, just like it's like this side hobby that I do. So I'm not gonna like have it as like a job or anything, because it'd be too stressful. Because like having, you know, like working at like a warehouse or a grocery store, so like places like those, they're stressful. They have crazy schedules. So yeah, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just have YouTube as like a side thing. I'm not gonna like do it all the freaking time because my mom won't like that, and so I wouldn't like that either because it'd be very, very stressful. So yeah, but other than that, it's yeah. But I had submitted an application like 2 weeks ago. It was Thursday. Yeah, it was a Thursday when I had submitted an application, so I'm kind of waiting. Maybe I'll just like give the place that I applied for like just like a call and be like, hey, I am very interested in this job. Are you available to like interview me or something? So yeah, I am very excited about this. And so yeah, yeah, that's what has been happening lately. So videos will still be coming. I promise. I don't promise. I can never make promises. I can never keep promises. So I will do my best, is what I mean. I will do my best to try and keep videos coming. I will. I'll do my best. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. So yeah. Gosh, it's been a long time since I've done this. I'm so sorry. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. So if you like that video, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.